Welcome to another time on the Screen Squad. Like always, I'm Vinny.
Mozzie.
Anna.
And this week, we're talking about 1989's Tango and Cash. Action classics. Stick around.
Big Pen?
Lighter.
Yeah, that's right. In 1989, we got this gem of a movie.
Gem.
Tango and Cash. I like this movie a lot. I still like it. I rewatched it yesterday, and it's still I think it still holds up. The chemistry between Stallone and Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell, the love muscle.
The quips.
They're still good. Pee Wee. Right.
Yeah.
It's not like
How about you and the elephant man go do something over
well,
there?
it's not like a Schwarzenegger movie with all the one-liners and those
The
goofy
Running Man.
one-liners. Yeah,
It
it's
had him.
but it's not. But it doesn't beat you over the head, and it's not like cheesy one-liners.
Like Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, Lenny Kravitz armed baby with an apple. But you okay? So you have Tango Cash, which
Oh, you're talking about when his wiener popped out?
yes,
Okay, sorry.
Lenny Kravitz is on the mind because we just reviewed just so everyone knows, we just reviewed Shotgun Wedding.
Talking about the flop?
Yeah, in more ways than one, with Lenny Kravitz.
It wasn't that big, relax.
Says you. No, but so
Yeah, it was about average.
yeah, whatever. So in 1989 we got Tango and Cash, right?
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for a sequel. I need a sequel now. Even
No,
if
they're
they're
too old
no,
now.
it doesn't matter.
No,
It's revival.
It'd work.
Probably would work.
Yeah, give me like they don't because they're not super old, right?
Like King Conan.
Yeah, no, well, that's different, right?
You can actually still make King Conan.
Well, he's older, Conan. Yeah,
what?
Supposedly
We'll see.
they're still
He's
trying to make
supposed
it.
to be
But
old.
Kurt, I think Kurt Russell still looks pretty good.
yeah.
And so does Stallone. I mean,
Stallone's-
Stallone, he doesn't look pretty good, but he's still
I mean,
young enough.
he looks like a bag of leather, but it's fine.
He looks stretched out. It's fine.
It's okay. I'll still watch his movies. I still have yet to finish
Tulsa King?
Tulsa King after episode 1.
It's good.
I still
It was a good show.
I
good.
I need to watch it.
Yeah,
I like
picked up.
I like that.
Picked
I
up
like
for a
episode
second
1. I just
season.
haven't gone back to
yeah.
it. But in '89 we got this movie, right? And who knew that Kurt Russell and Stallone were gonna have such chemistry? And
Because you would think one's a little more overpowering the other, and they're not. They actually kind of like work really well.
they complement each other very well.
Yeah.
And the script is very well done in this movie, right? I
There's
I
like
enjoyed the story.
Wasn't there like several writers?
Perhaps, but it
Oh, yeah.
works. But it
Oh, yeah.
works.
One of them, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, produced by. No, I think one of the writers of Lethal Weapon was on there. I think Stallone was also writing on it, and different people were writing on that thing.
Almost everybody was on this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, Stallone tends to put himself in almost all the movies he does.
Well, he expanded the role of the dude that was speaking Cockney.
Well, that guy doesn't really speak Cockney because he was in another one of my favorites, The Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Garbage.
You shut your mouth. You
That
shut
movie's
your
garbage,
mouth.
bro.
Your face.
Seriously.
Your
Bro, you probably fell asleep
watch-
while you were
yeah.
watching it.
You fall asleep in everything.
First of all,
Ask you.
I have issues. The
Yeah.
doctor says I have issues.
Well, take
Yeah, we know.
take your sleep app machine to the movie theaters to watch. Plug it in.
They should make like battery operated ones.
Yeah,
you can just
take a-
put in your pocket.
Yeah, take portable CPAP.
Yeah.
I actually have that. It's actually a mouth guard.
It's called an oxygen tank. That's what you need. You just need an oxygen tank. No, but so originally we would have had Patrick Swayze and Stallone, right? That's what
I don't think that would have worked though.
I don't think so. I think that would have been a way different movie.
Man, a lot of throat ripping.
I think
Crazy.
it would have been a different movie,
A lot
right?
of dancing.
There'd have been
But
a
no,
soundtrack.
but
you
then,
know?
but then, but then, but
She's
then,
like the wind.
but then Swayze went on to make Roadhouse, and then
Yeah.
then you bring in Kurt Russell, and then this movie just became what it became, and it, in my opinion, is one of
Still,
the greatest like one buddy comedies here, right?
you know, they only got Kurt Russell because he could feather his hair out too, right?
And that's some damn
And
good feathering.
him and Mel Gibson.
Some
Yeah.
damn good feathering though.
Yeah, but Mel Gibson on his contract says he has to walk around like without any pants at some
Well, so did Kurt Russell and Stallone.
point. Yeah, but he would do it throughout the movie. There's a difference.
Look, so you get you get
The moonlight's coming over here.
look you get Ray Tango, right, played by Sylvester Stallone. You get Gabe Cash, played by Kurt Russell, right?
What's his name
Uh-huh.
again?
Gabriel Cash and Ray
Oh,
Tango.
Gabe. Okay.
Gabriel Cash and Ray Tango.
Ray Tango.
Right? And they're two cops. They both are there, but they're not both Beverly Hills cops. One is
No.
one is
They're not in the same precinct.
no, they're not. One is Ray is Stallone's character is in the Beverly Hills precinct, and then the other one isn't, like which Cash isn't. But they both get set up by the mafia, right? That's kind of the whole story. They get set up and sent to prison they get
By the
wrongfully
great
accused.
Jack Palance.
Jack Palance is a good villain. He's a good villain,
Yeah.
behind the scenes villain. Although they use kind of the Enter the Dragon ending, right, with the mirrors.
Yeah.
But I didn't mind that. I didn't mind
he's
that.
no Ricardo Montalban at the time, but still, whatever.
But
Well,
but,
they used the police story, the bus scene
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning with the truck.
and I think I call
Very
those
Demolition Man.
I call those homages, right?
Yeah.
Because those movies came out way before, and I was like, hey, you got to bring those to American audiences, because at that point those movies weren't in the American
Yeah.
cinema, right? Those so you had to bring those here. I mean, they're not going to be as exciting as when you watch them in the Jackie Chan movies, right? But
Well, Jackie Chan did an homage too to Tango and Cash with the wire scene with them sliding down the
that's
in,
such a
Police
good scene.
Story 3.
And then that guy that's not special effects, that's his actual. There's a guy that's not special effects, but that's his actual face. The guy with the giant jaw.
You mean Maniac Cop?
The guy, his actual name is Face in the movie. That's his character's name. He has a giant. He looks like the guy from American Dad, the cartoon in real life.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like. He has a giant jaw. That's.
I saw him one time at a 99-cent store.
Was his jaw that big?
Yeah, it was gigantic.
Oh, it's massive. It is massive. It's he actually replaced Roddy Piper in the sequel for the Hell Comes to Frogtown. Yeah, I know. Just me.
Was
I
that?
like Roddy
know
Piper.
that.
Relax, leave me alone.
I know Roddy Piper. I don't know
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah.
Well, Roddy Piper had a movie called Hell Comes to Frogtown. There's a part 2, and he plays the guy with the face.
I didn't even know the first one, let alone there's a
Yeah.
sequel.
Yeah, I gotta watch
No.
that.
I saw it on Tubi the other day. I was like, oh, cool.
What is this Tubi you speak of?
It's a free app in which you can watch movies and TV shows at some point.
Oh yeah,
But but
isn't that what Netflix is?
Doom.
no, but I like the villains in this movie. You even get James Hong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is
Oh,
one
yeah.
is one of James Hong's movies, right? It's one of his
Pan.
thousands, right? Thousands
yeah.
of movies. Yeah, you get Reunion.
The
you
Chinatown Connection.
You get Reunion of James Hong and
I mean, Little Tokyo.
and-
Gosh.
Big Trouble.
Big Trouble, Little China.
There, that's right. Yeah.
This guy, you're right. Little Tokyo, Little Philippines, Little Vietnam, Little Thai.
Manila, Taiwan.
Those guys over there.
Big Trouble,
We-
Big Trouble, Little Bangladesh.
Wow, we're completely different age.
Yeah, you weren't everywhere. It's Big Trouble, Little China, right? But you get that reunion, right? They're in the same movie.
Bangalore.
Yeah,
Yeah, Reunion.
Small Sorrows in Bangalore. That's a different movie.
Here you go. Great soundtrack. Awesome dancing too.
Right. So you get James Hong, you get Jack Palance, you get the guy that's speaking Cockney, but he's not Cockney, right, at all.
Oh, he's talking about like this, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
Uncle
Governor.
that kind of throws me off in the movie, because I've seen him in other movies and he doesn't have that accent.
Yeah.
So it's a
Boy,
very, very
blimey.
thick accent. But still, I think the centerpiece of this movie is Tango and Cash. Because every time they're on screen together, it's that chemistry. And it works.
You fell
Right?
for
It
Dory's
works
favorite book.
from the beginning of the movie. From the moment they meet
Yeah.
at the setup. Instantly, like they're likable. From there to the court scene to like to the end battle scene, everything. It just
No dull moment.
no, not at all. That's what I like about this movie. It
And
just,
and normally these type of movies we would focus on the fact that he had a attractive sister, but no, it was so good you don't really need her.
yeah, you don't really need Terry Hatcher, right?
No.
Like the Terry Hatcher part, yeah, that was cool to add. That was awesome. It's
Yeah.
it's Terry Hatcher's Lois Lane, but I was more invested between the relationship between Tango and Cash.
But it gives you
But-
that comedy,
Yeah.
that little between him and Stallone.
Yeah, and then you had a Kurt Russell and Drag was pretty
Yeah.
hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And that could have been
Patrick
Patrick
Swayze.
Swayze to Wong
Yeah.
Fu, your favorite movie.
I love
Look at that. Look at that. It all comes together. Synergy.
you know who we need in this now?
Chichi?
No,
Leguizamo.
no,
John Leguizamo.
no.
The
No.
Latinx sprinkle?
We need John Leguizamo and have the
No.
movie be written by Steve Martin.
With a cameo by Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, Wesley.
And an overdone soundtrack by Eric Clapton. Go on.
Movie.
That sounds like a great movie.
movie
already.
movie makes millions right there. Instantly. That and it was released in the 80s, forget it. Done.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Forget it. It makes money. It makes money.
Directed by Richard Donner.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Sold.
There you go. No, but this
if
movie.
only we could go back.
No,
in
but
time.
see, but this movie was originally supposed to be directed by Barry Sonnenfeld, right? With that the director that was going to give us Men in Black. Well, they gave us Men in Black. He gave us Men in Black, but
Was
then
there someone else attached to it too?
There was a bunch of people. attached
yeah,
to it.
yeah, but then it went to I don't know who this guy is, and I don't know what else he's directed.
Just say a name.
I can't say it. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Andre
3000?
Konchalovsky,
Actually, yeah, and he got let go too.
but he did direct the movie.
Yeah.
He did the movie.
No, I think somebody else got fired before him.
it was Barry Sonnenfeld. There was another director. Then they brought this guy in,
Yeah.
and then I have no idea what else he did after, like what else he's done, because I don't know. Like he's done a bunch of movies in the Soviet Union, but in the United States, he did Tango and Cash, and then he did.
Oh, that explains why this was one of the first movies released in the Soviet Union on VHS.
Yeah, I don't see. I don't see any of the movies in his filmography that I recognize.
Wait, no Red Heat?
No,
Why?
none at all.
We need to watch.
None at all. None at all. But yeah, that's the only movie that's like with the biggest actors here. But it was directed by by another guy who was a hairdresser turned executive producer, John Peters, right?
Mm.
But this movie still works on all
Did you
on
say
all levels.
Did you say hairdresser?
Yeah, wasn't he a hairdresser? John Peters. He's a hairstylist.
Isn't it Paul London?
No, wasn't John Peters he was his hairdresser turned producer?
The
Isn't that what Kevin Smith said?
I don't
I don't remember,
know.
something like that. But
Hack.
yeah. But
Who, John Peters? Probably.
Kevin Smith.
He calls himself that. So
Yeah. Oh, he is. That's why.
he's like, I'm not doing any favors here.
Yeah.
Just doing it because it said.
yeah, he was a
Someone paid me.
He was
It's
a
fine.
he was a hairstylist. John Peters. He produced this movie. He produced like Superman movies. He did a bunch of movies, in the 80s, right? He did a bunch of movies in the 80s and the 90s, but still, I think this movie still holds up and is still enjoyable because of the chemistry between Stallone and Kurt Russell. That's what really brings you in, and it's like you said, never a dull moment in this movie. It's super.
The
enjoyable.
villains weren't bad either in the movie.
Right.
That's the other thing that makes it
yeah.
good.
Mm-hmm.
That's, you focus. You're drawn in by the stars, but the villains aren't bad, but they're not there like all the time. You see them looming, then you realize everyone's against you. Done.
And they're your villains. They're like, oh, we're on the behind the scenes villains, not the ones that we're gonna come and fight you. Like the other type movies, we have henchmen. We send hordes of henchmen. But it's
And all the characters on screen are good characters. Like even like Clint Howard
yeah.
in the jail, and then what's the guy's name
with the
from
slinky?
yeah, and then the guy from the House of a Thousand Corpses, the one with the truck and the guns and all that stuff.
The guy that talked about
Yeah.
putting the I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, everybody was good in that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
all
on
this-
screen was good.
Everyone got a good part, unlike
The detective, the captain with the toupee.
yeah, which was he was in what Double Impact. Jean-Claude
Yeah,
Van Damme's
that's
Double
right.
Impact, right? But definitely to his toupee, you could tell, right? Definitely toupee. Right, but I think this movie still this like I said, I hope and I wish that one day we can get, I mean one day soon we can get a
Before
sequel.
one of them dies.
A sequel to Tango and Cash, right? Tango and Cash. Give me a well-written sequel to Tango and Cash.
Oh, I'd watch it
Definitely.
in a second.
Right? I mean, they kept saying it. If you're giving me a new Lethal Weapon directed by Mel Gibson, you're giving me another Bad Boys. You're giving me
The talks of King Conan.
you're giving King Conan. You just did another Rambo, right? A few years ago you did Rambo. Why
Rambo, you've done a couple Rockies.
why not revisit
Creed.
Why not revisit Tango and Cash? 2009 they talked about a sequel, right? They just need to convince Kurt Russell. Hopefully they can convince Kurt Russell to do Tango and Cash.
I mean,
Yeah, but he really doesn't.
He's got the Christmas Chronicles money going on around.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He doesn't need it. He's making that Christmas money, playing Santa Claus.
Still, Tango
Which I
and
kind of
Cash.
enjoy those. I kind of enjoy those.
I haven't
This
seen
one
them.
wasn't bad.
I still haven't seen them.
I didn't watch the second one. First one was okay.
I would prefer to watch Tango and Cash too. Cash.
Yeah.
Tango and
What they should
Cash
do is-
here.
Oh no! Hey, how about this? Tango and Cash during Christmas time. Make that a new Christmas classic movie. I'm just saying.
Maybe.
You do that.
Maybe a callback to all the old '80s movies that were filmed and made during Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I know
Put it away.
Stallone had offered him a part in the Expendables, but he didn't take it.
Yeah, he was supposed to be Mr. Church.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was in the Fast and Furious movie, so
Yeah, so he's willing to say yes to anything.
yeah, that's true. This is true. So hopefully one day we'll get the Tango and Cash one day soon. But on that note, this has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy.
Yeah, watch the movie.
Yeah, what's Tango and Cash? Classic. Watch it.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Watch classics. Trying to keep our episodes short.
Why don't you just click here or
No, we don't have those buttons.
Or-
We're not that high.
Oh, no.
Or right
Or
there.
just down there.
Click the bell. I don't know how this works.
Where is it? Is it right there?
It's in
Somewhere.
in the description. We have our information in the description. Like and subscribe.
It's right here.
Ah, no. Well, this has been Vinny.
Ozzy.
I know.
See you guys next week.
Population. Is looking at you, kid. In case I don't see you. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.